Hi, this is Mark Vruno, editor of MyPrintResource.com, and I'm here today with Forrest Leighton, who's the Director of Marketing with Canon USA.
Yeah.
Welcome, Forrest.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Just a couple of questions. First one regarding the acquisition, OSE and Canon, which is about a year now. Yeah. If you could elaborate a little bit on the transition and the assimilation process and how things are going and the message you're trying to bring to the graphic arts marketplace.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks, and I appreciate being here today. So yeah, it's been a great time over the last year or so working with directly with the OSE guys, and you can see through what we displaying at Graph Expo, we have a fully integrated. First time we're publicly fully integrating our booth. So we have everything in our booth that runs from a 14 page per minute image press product, which would go into, like, say, a creative type agency,
right,
up to over 1,000 page per minute inkjet, jet stream or color stream product. So that's a real nice statement for Canon, and it really shows where we have come. And if you look at our product portfolio from that low end to the very high end, we have something for each segment of the market, and especially in the graphic art space, we feel we're very well suited to and very well positioned at each segment and each key application. And that's another really important area, is that the applications that we're focusing on. And it's not just about selling equipment, it's about what are the key applications that are driving business today. And those are the ones that we're really focused on, and we think we're very well suited to do that.
In addition to the breadth of the portfolio, what other key messages would you like visitors to the booth to kind of come away with this year?
Well, it's from the booth perspective, we have this theme around input to output. So you think about what Canon represents. We're an imaging company, from our cameras all the way to our production equipment, and now that has been expanded with the acquisition of OSE, now to go to the very high end. So visitors can come in the booth and they get their photo taken, and they become part of a direct marketing campaign. So they're photo taken by a Canon 7D SLR camera, and now it's automated through PTI's solution right out to our press, and they actually get it while they wait. So if you think about the application focus and also the fact that it's input to output, we have this great breadth of technologies.
Okay.
And the other thing, and just to add on to the other piece on OSE, is that they represent a great channel as well for us. So now they've had great success in selling our image press color products, and they've gotten us into pieces in the market or places in the market where we haven't traditionally been. So that's a real nice piece. And then the Canon channels are also now marketing and selling their VarioPrint 6000, their cut sheet black and white products, and giving scale to the OSE business as well. So we're seeing a lot of real nice things happening and synergies happening from the acquisition.
Okay. So in addition to the OSE products, what are some of the other major highlights in the Canon portfolio that maybe are new or that you'd like people to be aware of?
Well, on the one, and we actually got a must-see here at the show, is the Image Press C7010 VPS, which is actually the first combined product between Canon and OSE. So the first baby of the new relationship. Okay. So the OSE Prisma Sync controller with the Canon Image Press engine, a great combination. So that would be one. The other thing we're talking about is our black and white side. We've introduced our 1100 Plus series product, which is the next version up of the 1100 series that we've had out now for about a year and a half. And that's brought some real nice additions to the lineup, made it much more robust, more productive, better quality from across the page and from sheet to sheet. So from that perspective, and the one other piece I would say is the inline finishing. A key for us is how do we make our customers more efficient, and how do we help them to drive costs out of their operation. So putting things like UV coating in line or square back finishing in line, and things really to help them drive efficiency in their operation. So those are some of the keys that we're showing at the show.
Okay, great. And as far as, I know on the show daily we've written somewhat about the OSE and the Man-Roland alliance. Just looking at the industry, the graphic communications industry right now, and in the short term looking forward, what do you think the key is for printers as far as remaining profitable, either in the digital space or the offset space or both?
And I think it's a great question, and I think the key is it's a little bit of two things. It's about building efficiency, as we talked about with things like Prisma brings and our VPS model and inline finishing, and it's also about value, and how do we drive value, and how do we help the print providers to become more successful? So I heard a quote from Joe Truncal of NAPL that 6 printers go out of business every day. So that's a tough reality in our market. So if we as a manufacturer are not there to help our customers to be successful, so both from the Canon and OSE side, we have very robust business development programs that we continue to do that. So for printers, they have to focus on how can I be the most efficient I can be, and also how can I drive the most value? So what are the right applications I should be focusing on? And we do a wonderful job of telling this industry they have to be marketing service providers. Not everyone is going to be a marketing service provider. You know, a lot of this industry is built on core skill sets that maybe are not on the marketing side. So it's just, what do we do to help the transition and get them to print the right types of digital applications and sell these to their customers? Not everyone's going to be doing cross-media, and if you're not doing cross-media, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. There's a lot of good work out there for smart printers. So.
Is that RevGen program that I've heard about, is that tied to what you're talking about?
That's exactly it. It's part of our, what we call the Essential Business Builder program, and that's, and RevGen, it's revenue generation. It's instead of coming in for a day, a lot of folks will walk in for a day, give you a bunch of stuff and then walk away. This is a 12-week program where they actually take you step by step through how to, you know, based on where you are in the value chain. Where are you in terms of on your path to becoming a more robust or a marketing type of organization, and they work with you step by step along the way over a 12-week process, and it seems to be working very, very well.
Okay. Well, great, Forrest. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for spending the time, and I hope the rest of the show is good for you.
Great. Well, thanks for having me.